Anyway, we'll start this all over. Thank you so much for joining us this evening, guys. I do apologize for that little bit of sounding. Also, I am okay. Thank you for all the DMs and all that sort of stuff of your concerns and stuff. I am okay. And as you can see, I'm joined by the two handsome gentlemen above me now. We all know Viking. What's up, Viking? How are you doing today?
No, good, man. I'm fine. Thanks.
That's good. That's good. And we have our new caster that's going to be joining us, Mr. Nicholas Airlesstomato.
Yeah.
What's up, my dude?
How's it? Good, thanks, and yourself?
Good. I'm happy that we eventually get to announce. I'm sure a lot of you already knew that we were bringing on Airless as well. Kind of an unkept secret, if you want to call it that as well. But Airless is going to be joining us for casting purposes, and later on we'll be moving on to like more admin roles and all that sort of stuff. But for now, he's going to be mainly doing the Wednesday's Challenger battle, which we cast on a Wednesday, like I said. But yeah, so he's going to be our new caster that's going to come in. We're going to be working very closely with Airless as well to come in as into PUBG Africa, and you know, get some growth coming out of this young gentleman above me. So yeah, guys, also remember, if there's any questions you want to ask, please at PUBG Africa and let us know what sort of questions you have for either gentleman or myself as well. Anything related to PUBG Africa, we will gladly try and answer for you guys as well. But coming to you, Airless, sure, the biggest question, like we were coming into this, is why did you come to PUBG Africa?
So the bottom line was that I definitely saw more of an opportunity for myself as a caster here at PUBG Africa, as there's more opportunities to learn from someone experienced such as yourself. And that was particularly one of the main reasons why I have decided to make the move.
Okay, I see. And then obviously, what are you looking forward to doing with PUBG Africa, showing yourself, or what your personal aim going forward to portray yourself going forward for the community and whatnot?
I would love to help the community and hopefully come up with creative ideas to present to you guys and maybe to the community, to see how we can just better the community in general and have a lot of fun playing the game that we enjoy, which is PUBG. So hopefully I can make an impact somewhere in the community, because that is definitely a personal goal.
I mean, you've already made that impact already, right? I mean, I think we can all agree that you've done some good casting for other TOs and, you know, that sort of thing. So I think it's only going to get better and better and better as time goes. And I'm yeah, like for myself, and I know Viking as well, I mean, be happy to have him on board. And I hope you guys will support him as well to newer heights as well, to get, you know, bring this gentleman and ourselves, you know, for PUBG Africa and for you guys especially, you know, the community. This is why we bring in men like this, and you know, we can definitely bolster and, you know, have a lot more interaction within the community as well. I see a couple of things coming in there. I heard Viking had a braai and didn't extend invites. What? What was this? Wait, I didn't even hear about this.
Yeah, it was my birthday on Friday, turning 21, so I just invited a few friends over. Yeah, thanks. Yeah, so I just invited a few friends over. Unfortunately, with the COVID restrictions, I was not able to invite all of you.
Of course.
Blame it on
Of
COVID.
course.
Blame it on COVID. There we go. Twitch partnership coming soon. Yeah, we hope so. What about the coaching at PUBG Africa? I think I can let Viking answer that one.
Yeah, I mean, we've had some swaps, changes to our structure, obviously, within PUBG Africa. Currently, the reason we don't do the coaching is because we felt like we didn't have enough coaches to assist everyone, and that there were some issues here and there with it. So we are looking into letting that go again, you know, fixing that up. But we will announce that when it is ready.
Cool.
But yeah, definitely something that we're looking to do again.
Yeah, definitely is something we're going to be heavily trying to get the the lower end of the Elo leaderboard teams, just to get them get the experience that they need. And this is why obviously updates are going to come, as we announce very shortly as well, which will also help these teams also get themselves a little bit more game time as well. But coming back to you, Airless, obviously you manage a team as well, previously known as the Hellhounds. Obviously now you guys are named to what, Totally High Crew, THC.
Yes, sir.
So interesting name. Obviously, where did you come up with that name, dude? I have to ask because yeah. Remember,
So,
this is a PG stream.
Yeah, we will keep it PG. Basically, me and the guys, when we play PUBG, obviously we like to enjoy ourselves and other
Okay.
things whilst playing PUBG. So it was just like, why not call ourselves something that we normally do? So
Okay. Nice, I like it.
bottom line.
And obviously, your teams are moving into the name. Obviously, you said we were talking behind stream as well. But what is? I know you got some player shuffles coming through. But what is your aspirations for your team going forward with PUBG and competitive?
So it will still be going forward. There are going to be some changements, some restructuring inside the actual team as I'm casting, and there will be certain structures in place which can cope with that whilst I'm casting, that the team doesn't lose short of a member. So obviously someone will fill in, and just some new members definitely joining the team, and some old members rather taking a break and starting to play part-time instead of full-time. So there's just a bit of restructuring going on at the moment.
Cool. I like it. The more teams that we get in, obviously, in our scene, is the better. I mean, already you guys
100%.
have smashed it with 32. I mean, obviously our top 16, but already our registrations were full. Our 32 teams this week. It was really just
Absolutely
one day.
Insane.
It's crazy. So we have extended that, guys, as well, to 36 teams. So if you haven't been able to register yet, go over and get yourself registered for this week's Challenger and Champion battle as well. But moving on to a couple of things, obviously, just to give a kind of an overview, excuse me, of what PUBG Africa is for the new guys and whatever the case is. Obviously, we have battles. We don't treat them as scrims. Is more of a serious. The guys do take it a little bit more seriously. That's why we call them battles. We have two. We have a challenger battle and we have a champion battle. Our top 16 teams on the Elo leaderboard gets automatically registered into the champion battle, and then the teams that want to register and play will then play in the challenger battle. From both of those battles, a full leaderboard gets drawn up, and then obviously it gets reworked with the Elo, which Viking will explain a little bit later on inside this segment. But that's kind of how PUBG Africa works. That's what we're running. We're running obviously those two battles every single week. And, for anyone who's new and wants to sign up, ! Discord in the chat. And, you'll be able to go up and sign up and let one of us know when you want to sign up a team, and you can get yourself registered into the weekly battles as well. Seeing a couple of questions coming through. Are you thinking of a new way to qualify at PUBG Africa? Give me a little bit more of what you mean there. Do you mean qualify for what, my dear? I would like you a little bit more explanation on this. So do you want to play with 20 teams in pre-battle? It's too much? No. We will restructure it as it goes along, definitely. So don't stress about that. If we do get the full amount of signups, we'll then shift it over to an 18-team lobby or whatever the case is. So we just want to see how many of you guys want to register. That's why we pushed it up to 36 teams at this stage. So yeah, that's pretty much it. And then our new announcement, and I think I'm going to start it off and I'll let Viking finish it off, is we're going to be hosting up Scrims as well. Scrims we're going to be hosting is on a Tuesday and a Friday. A total of 18 teams will be available to, if they're available to play, can sign up for scrims. Obviously, if we have less than 13 teams, we won't do the scrim, which is fine. We're just giving an opportunity for these players, for you guys especially, to play a little bit more PUBG as well. And for the rest of the stuff, I think Viking, you can continue with that one, I guess.
Yeah, you guys saw the captains. We put out the poll on Discord for the team captains there. So we mainly, I mean, I was chatting to some teams, and all of you guys said that you guys would like to play a few more games during the week and whatnot. So I mean, I put the question there. You guys responded. I mean, most of you said that you wanted to play a few more games during the week. We gave you guys the options, and you guys voted that you wanted to play on a Tuesday and a Friday. So I mean, we're giving what you guys want. So the scrims that we're going to be hosting is purely going to be community based. So on a Tuesday and a Friday, registrations will open up for that day. We'll have someone managing the scrim for that day. So teams will just be able to register for the day. If it fills up, or if there is 13 or more teams, then the scrim will continue. And then if there isn't at least 13 teams, it just won't happen. So it'll be up to the community to decide whether they want to play the day or not. So I mean, it's not something that's forced onto you guys. It won't affect your elo whatsoever. So it will be mainly just an experience or a place for you guys to play more during the week. Because at the moment, with the battles that we have, you know, like each team only plays once a week. So with these scrims, any team is able to register. It doesn't matter what your elo is. The first 18 teams that register will be able to play. And yeah, I mean, most of it will be community based. So we'll get some of the community members to host the games for us. If you are wanting to cast it, any person from the community is allowed to cast it. So this will be mainly community based. Everything for you guys, also mostly done by you guys. We will just provide the structure for you guys to use. So yeah, I mean, if there's anyone from the community willing to or wanting to join us to maybe just give us and assistance on those scrims just to host the games. And then I mean, if there's some of you guys, I mean, even if you're just a local streamer, you know, give us a shout, tell us you want to try and cast the one day. I mean, we can even have like multiple 2 or 3 people casting it. Yeah, it's totally up to you guys, and this gives you guys a chance to test out casting, and just to see how it is, just have like a enjoying the PUBG even more on a different level.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, I think for a lot of these guys, I mean, you kind of get what like myself and Airless go through as well, with obviously prep and all that sort of stuff. So you can kind of see where we can, you know, maybe you can give us suggestions in the end of the day as well, what we can do maybe a bit better that you find out as well. You know, like Viking said, what we're doing is we're providing that platform for you guys. Everything will be managed on our Discord, and teams can sign up on our Discord, XYZ, and then the guys can go forward and, you know, host it from there, and we'll provide you guys with those details as it goes along. Obviously we'll be announcing a little bit more stuff in the Discord as well. So you guys, obviously, you'll see how we want to try and structure it as well. We are looking at the international scene regards to this as well, with, you know, maybe showing your loot spots. You know, if you want to try and maybe jump here or there, by no means it doesn't stop you from hot dropping teams if you want to practice that as well. But I mean, it just gives you guys a kind of understanding to start prepping you guys as well for like an international type of structure as well. So this is why we're hosting these scrims as well for you guys, as you guys wanted it. So we're giving it to you guys because we want you guys to be happy in the end of the day. Couple of generally share. No, we haven't.
See, there is a question. Buzzbeta asked if Arabian people can cast. Yes. I mean, it will all be up to the community. You know, if one of the community members wants to cast it in Arabic, then they are more than willing to do so. Everything will be done by the community and for the community. So if you want to cast it in Arabic, then you are willing to do so.
Yeah, it's totally up to you guys if you want to bring that, and we can also start to see the metrics from that point of view as well. And then, you know, the more that you guys get involved, the more that we can all grow as a community as well. And, you know, stand up, and Africa continent is actually here for PUBG as well. Just going through, I did see a couple of questions. Maybe adding another division like champion battle, challenger battle, another division, but 72 player in a lobby will be a bit hard. But that's what I'm thinking. I mean, I think with the current structure, I mean, we're trying to accommodate as many people as possible, as many teams as possible. It is getting full, and we need to kind of look at this. Is why we're also adopting the scrims idea as well. So if guys don't able to register for that week, we can still play something as well. Anything else? I kind of like the idea. It wouldn't be restricted to English. Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. They deserve to watch
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
Also, I see Deathmark ask, will people be able to co-cast or will they be making turns? I'm not sure if he's talking about you guys or the scrims. I mean, in the scrims, I mean, anyone that messages us, we can't have 10 people casting the scrims at once. So that's why DM us and we'll have a chat about it. But I mean, if there's 3 different people, I mean, they can co-cast it, they can cast it individually. It will all be up to you guys to decide if you want to do it.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, for us, as we will obviously this Wednesday, Airless and myself will be co-casting the Wednesday scrim, battle. We will be doing the co-casting this Wednesday. Sunday will just move back to me, but we are in the works of getting, like, Ellis will have his guy who will co-cast with him, and I'll have my guy who will co-cast with me. So we are definitely looking in towards that as well. So it will be a lot more dynamic as well. So, this is also the aim as well with the scrims, to also get you guys, maybe we see some potential there, and you come pull you guys into the main events during our week as well. So obviously for the main casters will be myself and Airless, and we will be working quite closely together to bring more stuff to you guys from a casting level. And then obviously myself and Viking and the admin team will also start getting some more stuff up to you guys as well, as much as we can, as quick as we can, I would say. But yeah, what do you think about this whole scrim idea, Airless?
Well, I think it could be a really good idea. I think it's a nice integration, I guess, as to show the community at what they are in for if they decide to commit to PUBG as maybe a full-time job or career, if you will, as we do have some youngsters in the scene, as maybe they would look as at this game for a future. I think it will just also give them a base idea of what it's like overseas and in the international scenes of how it's actually played, how scrims are actually played. So when they decide, or they go over there because they get selected, hopefully by luck, um, then they're used to it. It's no big surprise to them of, oh, I have to now say where my drop spot is, and all of that. It's just, I think it's a really, really nice integration into the community, and pushing the community to another level of professional, basically. I think it would be absolutely awesome, and I'm sure the community would love it, especially coming from your guys' side.
Yeah. When will the scrim start? Viking can answer that one.
Yeah, I mean, so we will finalize everything tonight, and then you guys will be able to register for the scrim starting tomorrow.
Yeah. So starting tomorrow as well. So if any of you do want to be casting it tomorrow, just give us a shout, either myself or Viking. And yeah, we literally going to start. We'll announce it tomorrow as well. So our PUBG is close to Twitch. Is PUBG Africa close to Twitch partner? We're close. We're close. We've got a couple, I think, like another week or so, and we should be able to announce something there. But we're good. We're good. Hi, Rank Team. I was just busy reading out all your stuff here. But anyway, well, I'll keep on reading down the side, but we're going to move on here as well quickly. We want to also give quite a short little bit of overview. I know some of you have a lot of questions with regards to the Elo leaderboard, regards to the battles. I know some of you still not a little bit unsure of how it works and whatever. So I'm going to hand over to Viking just to give you guys a little bit more of a rundown on the Elo leaderboard.
Yeah, I mean, so basically the Elo leaderboard, I'm just going to give you like a broad picture of what it is. The Elo leaderboard is a ranking system where your points and your Elo determines your level compared to the other teams in the scene. So that does nothing to do with like other teams in other regions and stuff like that. It's purely based on the ranking between the teams in our scene. So each week you play and you get ranked according to the teams. So basically, depending on where you sit in the leaderboard, you will, at the end of the night, you will get points and lose points depending on the amount of teams that's placed above you or teams that placed below you. And then also depending on how much your ELO varies, you will gain and lose points. So basically, if you're a lot higher than a certain team, you won't gain as much ELO from beating them because they are so much lower than you. But if you beat a team that is higher ranked than you, then you will gain a bit more. So that's how the Elo system works basically. So each week we play our challenger battle on a Wednesday and our champion battle on a Sunday, and then all of those teams gets put into one big leaderboard, and the Elo gets constructed off of that leaderboard, and then the teams that beat it's just about your placement on the leaderboard. The higher up teams um, gain Elo over the lower teams, and the lower teams obviously lose a bit. But like once, like for instance, the challenger battle teams, they get mixed up in the lower part of the main of the champion battles leaderboard, just so you can give that space for the teams to move up from the challenger battle into the champion battle.
So that gives you a little bit more info on how the Elo. Obviously, I see here Viking don't want to give us a formula for calculation. I mean, I can say this. I mean, we've said it before on our podcast, and we've said it in our messages as well. Elo is based off a chess calculation. It's based off chess Elo, right? It is. I think that's the right way. It's the chess formula and how they grade chess players. Every single Elo leaderboard is built off that same formula. There's certain variables that you can change within that formula, which is up to you and whatever sort of tournament or whatever sort of matches that you are running, and those are the variables that we change in order to get our Elo leaderboard. So it's nothing top secret, it's nothing out of the ordinary. It's something that a lot of these companies use in order to determine Elo leaderboards. So it's nothing like top secret formula or whatever the case is, and we've mentioned it before that it is based off a chess Elo system as well. There we go, this Elo ranking system, and it's a quick Wikipedia. It's the easiest thing in the world to actually do, so I mean, for these guys, it's something they can do. What can the PUBG Africa community expect a comp scene? When can they expect a comp scene or a tournament? I would love to say next week, but I mean, obviously certain things have available. We are working really, really hard on that. When something comes across, which I don't think will be in this season's in this season. Obviously our seasons ends at the end of this month on the 28th of March. For season 1 is done, and then we start on season 2 on the 6th of April. So it gives us kind of a week break there for all of you guys, just to take a little bit of a break, and then we begin everything again. That's also when the Elo gets reset. Everyone's on the base Elo as well, and then we all start from scratch. But in terms of tournaments and stuff, nothing probably in this month, but we definitely are working really, really hard to get guys to come on board with us. Not for once-off stuff. We're looking for a partnership for people, so we can definitely give you guys a hell of a lot more going forward. We want it to be sustainable for you guys as well. We don't want there's one here and then we can't do one the next month, or in 2 months time or 3 months time. That is the ultimate goal, is to make it sustainable for all of you guys. So we are working seriously hard on it, and we will be able to give you some more detail as things come along, but at the moment we don't really have a pinpoint on the timeline at this stage, but trust that we're working really, really hard on it. Are you thinking of new ways to qualify for Sunday's battles? Not at this stage. I think if we get a lot more teams, we might have to change the structure. I don't know. Maybe we'll hand it over to Viking in the hot seat over there.
Yeah, I mean, it's difficult, So, I mean, we have the system in place, which the only reason we're doing it is so that the top teams can play against the top teams and the lower tier teams can play against the lower tier teams, So I think for now the structure is working fine. If we do get a lot more teams, then we will need to change up that structure once again. But for now, I think we will keep the structure in like a similar way and just keep it running, because I mean that's what you guys are used to as well. We don't want to confuse you guys. If we do have a tournament, we'll have a different structure for that. But for now, with the battles, it's about the Elo. So you just need to keep consistent in place. Just try to place in the top 8 of every battle, and you should be able to work your way up.
Exactly. I mean, that's it. The whole system provides consistency, right? I mean, that's in essence how the whole system's breaks. If you're very consistent in your results, you'll stay where you need to be staying. You know, obviously Sundays is our main champion battle, and you know that's where everyone wants to be in. But obviously we only got a finite amount of teams that can play in the champion battle. So you know it has to be. We're tiering the community. We have to have these tiers involved so we can have more people play, and then we can see the progression of certain teams coming up from it as well. I see some people trying to get Ellis to laugh there. It's quite funny, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean, on that note, I mean, Airless coming in, you know, like, what's your thoughts on the whole Elo system and like us steering the teams into a challenger battle and a champion battle?
I actually think it's an awesome idea, because as Godfather says, it brings structure and it brings room for more higher tier players to maybe enter into a league where they actually feel a competition. Because I know there's some experienced teams that come into, say, the previous scrims that were hosted way back in the day, and they didn't feel any competition when it came to playing with such low tier teams with them. So in a sense, they see it as basically free kills. So it would be nice to see that when we have more experienced teams competing with more experienced teams, it's no longer going to be it's easy kills. It's either it's life or death situation. You make one decision, it's either going to lead you to the life or death situation. You're either going to make it out or you're going to die. And I think that will bring a huge different perspective onto the communities. And along with the Elo, it's something to brag about, saying that I've been consistent. My team's been consistent enough to stay in the top 5 of this high tier team in this high tier league. So I think it brings such an awesome perspective to the community, and it just gives an idea for the teams where they're actually ranking, where is their skill level at, and I think it is a very, very nice thing to know. But that's pretty much it from my side. That's how I've viewed it as.
100%. I mean, that's the whole aim. I mean, like you put it right there. Like, you know, we're trying to see who are the consistent teams who, you know, if we put these structures out to you guys, obviously, so we can, you know, have everybody playing. Number one, that's the main thing. Everyone gets a chance at getting themselves in. If you finish really, really good in the challenger battle, you'll get a great elo gain in terms of that into the champion battle. And if you in the champion battle just coming in, how you compare to these guys who are on top of in the champion battle. So if you're finishing out in the top 8, you know, that's a good start, and you most likely won't move down into the challenger battle again. So that's it. Like I said, it provides consistency for everybody. Some people saying it's a good balance. Yeah, Ellis is biting his lip not to laugh. Come on. So, yeah. Any other questions, guys? We are about to end off for the evening, and then we'll give you guys quickly. Just busy having a look to see. Soda after food brandies. I don't know if I can speak English or Arabic, to be honest. Okay, dude. I like it. Okay. If there's any other questions, a bracket system also shows how enjoyable for lower ranking teams knowing that they're not going to get stomped by NX every week. I mean, let's note that NX hasn't won anything for a while now. I'm just putting it out there. I'm just joking. You need some banter, boys. You need some banter over here. True. There we go. I mean, I must say, coming to actually, obviously, it's been a bit hectic for your team as well. But I mean, I'll come back to the same thing. We'll go quickly to let's do this quick. With these North African teams coming in, I mean, things have been pretty spicy at the top between, you know, XVG, yourselves. We got MLC there. We got Diversity. We got Born to Lead, all doing so well at the moment. And obviously, this is good competition for like the likes of yourself, Viking.
Yeah, I mean, it's great. And I mean, that's why we have the Elo system, so that top teams can compete against the top teams. And I mean, that way the top teams keep growing as well. And I mean, we can see the competition improving and the teams improving at the end of the day. And I mean, that's what we're aiming for at the end of the day. You know?
Yeah, exactly. Let's see, when do I get my calendar, Godfather? Don't worry, we're going to have an OnlyFans account for PUBG Africa. Exclusive Viking pics are going to come out as well. Eat more ice in case you were frag out. Exactly. I think the Elo system is the best way. Good, I like that. Quickly, let's discuss Unsilver leaving SDK during PGIS. Controversial topic. Did you guys see that? I hope you guys did. Yeah.
I mean, so I saw Birdie Curdy's post about it not being about stats or anything. So it has to be something that they didn't maybe like about, like maybe scoms or some like internal stuff. It has to be something that like was going on between the team, because I mean, Ansel was like second best player in the team.
I mean, he was. He was pretty good.
Guaranteed.
Deathmark, nope. What happened? So Uncivil is being benched for the rest of he's leaving. He's going to be leaving STK after PGIs, and he's now not an active player going forward in the PGIS tournament. Just so we're all aware. And your thoughts on that, Airless? I mean, that's a pretty big move from them during a tournament.
100%, and I think it's a big oof for SDK because like now they have to. I don't know if they've got a sub. I'm assuming they've got a sub.
That's
maybe-
Pentalol.
Yeah, so who can fill in and take his spot. But I mean, that is not the same as a main player, a core player who's been there for the practices. And a sub only fills in every now and then when there's no practice. So it's going to be interesting to see what the outcome's going to be.
I mean,
because you don't know.
Yeah, we'll know this week, I guess. I mean, it's a bit of a different format this week. They're doing a weekly event or something like that. So it's going to be a bit of difference. So thanks, STK, for the 200,000 EP. Thanks, SDK, for the 200,000 EP. Exactly, because I got that one right, boys. Yeah, 200,000 EP for the MVP. You get, is 200,000, eh?
Yeah,
it's 200,000 for the MVP. Yeah, easy 200k. Yeah, easy. You got to vote on the Pick'em Challenge on Anonymous. You got to vote on the Pick'em Challenge on PUBG, on the actual game. You go to the Pick'em Challenge. Yeah, I think I got 250 this week. I'll check tomorrow.
You got 237.
There we go. That's what I got.
I've still got 0.
That's because you always reach for the underdog.
You have
to.
Cool.
But yeah, it's
But
pretty good.
I think let's just summarize what was going on tonight, and then I think let's wrap it up.
Yeah, so obviously, Airless, welcome, dude. Good to have you here. I'm really excited for working. Really excited to be working with this young gent here, and obviously helping him out and helping me out as well, where things are needed. So it's going to be interesting to see how things go along there. Like we said, guys, scrims. Now we're hosting scrims on a Tuesday and a Friday. So look out on our Discord and our socials and stuff like that. We will be announcing how to get registered. Obviously, if you want to do some community casting as well, hit us up as well. We'll give you all the guys the details and exactly how we can go forward with it as well. And yeah, just a side note again, season 1 does end on the 28th of March. That is the last Sunday of March. Yeah, it is the last Sunday of March. And then we re-begin on season 2 on the 6th of April. We'll have like a week break. Everyone can take a little bit of a chill pill, and then we can continue on in season 2. Remember that Elo does get reset for season 2. We obviously have the ranking decisions and whatever the case is before we go live with obviously the season. So yeah, it gives you guys a little bit of break. Sanita Pro is currently only available on South Africa teams, or are you working to plans to make it available to everyone? We are making a plan to make it available to everybody. Yes, indeed. We want to, because yeah, we want to cater for the whole of Africa. So we are working on it. There's obviously a couple of things that we got to work out with, obviously, with the power play guys and all that sort of stuff. So definitely something we are looking at. It is definitely hopefully going into season 2 especially, that it is going to be open to the whole of Africa, we hope. Maybe not with the same people, but we hope that it is, and then we can get everything sorted. And then Deathmark wants to play some rank. So if anyone wants to play some rank, go over to Deathmark and you can go play some rank. But anyway, gents, thank you so much for joining me this evening. It's been an absolute pleasure. Again, welcome, Ellis. Welcome.
Thank you.
It's going to be
Looking
fun.
forward to working with you. Yeah.
And
Can't wait.
Yeah, you'll see us or hear myself and Ellis on Wednesday evening for the Challenger battle. And and to all you guys, have a great evening. And we'll check you guys tomorrow for our normal scheduled podcast, where we're going to have one of our community guys coming in. MLC Buzz Beta will be joining myself, and we'll get a little bit more insight to who he is as well. So yeah, see you guys tomorrow. Have a great evening, and cheers for now, boys. Cheers.
Cheers.